So far, so good.
I've always been someone who's been very outgoing and open, and it kind of never matched when I saw myself and how it was revealed in things like photography or just seeing myself on another platform. My name is Elisabeth Gill, and I am having a rhinoplasty procedure done. So my first visit with the doctor, I really didn't know what I was in for. It was my first time really hearing about the procedure. I'm not one to be super nervous about a surgery in general, but Dr. White and the rest of his staff were super reassuring and really hand-holding in a way that unwavered any nervousness and indecisiveness about the surgery.
My name is Dr. Matthew White. I'm a facial plastic surgeon in New York City. I've been in practice for a little over 10 years now. Practicing in New York City has really enabled me to see a lot of different patients from varying walks of life, a lot of different ethnicities, and I find that I see a lot of beauty in everybody. It's just that sometimes we encounter a nose that's a little bit out of balance with the rest of the facial structures. And really what we want to do is we want to build on the good things and the unique things that every patient possesses. And it's what I call the harmony rhinoplasty. The goal is not to build a perfect structure on the center of the face. The goal is rather to put all the facial structures in harmony.
So when I look at myself in the mirror, I kind of notice some specific attributes that I'm not too confident about. I just see a little bit of a hump that I would love to fix, and kind of just bringing the tip up just a slight bit, really not making the nose smaller, but kind of being in more harmony with my facial features. I'm all set. I am feeling a little anxious, anxious to be there, anxious to get over the procedure, and anxious to be home healing and taking care of myself and then see the final result, of course. The procedure should last approximately 3 to 4 hours, so not too bad, pretty speedy. So right now I'm just ready to cool down for the night and hydrate myself, since I can't have any hydration or any food after 11 p.m. until the procedure tomorrow morning. So I'm about to have a nice night cup of tea and head to bed, wake up early and ready to go.
All right,
Hi.
We ready?
Ready.
So I just wanted to go over your pictures a little bit again. We talked a little bit about some of the concerns that you had, and so if we had a list, where would you rate number one?
Number one is probably taking the hump down a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's top priority at this point.
When I first met Elisabeth, we had a discussion and performed a physical examination, and when I was able to look inside Elisabeth's nose, I noticed that her septum was deviated and it was obstructing the airflow, and I thought I really could help her with that. Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
That's great.
Not at all.
I'm ready.
Ready? Thanks.
All right, you got it. In rhinoplasty surgery, there's really two approaches. Either the endonasal approach, where we make all the incisions on the inside of the nose, or the external approach, where we make a very small, tiny incision just on the part in between the nostrils, the structure called the columella. And we call it the inverted V incision, and we really designed this shape because it camouflages very well, and it's very hard to see any type of scar after the patient is healed. Rhinoplasty is all about planes, and I think getting in a good plane, being right under the nice connective tissue plane, really helps us minimize bruising and swelling. And so I take a lot of time during the opening of the nose to really establish those nice planes. Patients always ask, oh, do you break the nasal bones? And we do it in a very controlled manner. We don't really break the nasal bones, but we make a small releasing cut in the bones to make them more contour. Last thing Elisabeth mentioned about her nose was that she felt like when she smiled, her tip would go downward a little bit. And so we're going to bring the very tip of her nose and perform what's called a dome binding suture. And I use a small suture that will stay here and really hold this tip in a desired configuration. And here we are done. Elisabeth's going to wake up from anesthesia and she'll be in a very happy state. So Elisabeth's just waking up. I feel like her surgery went great. We put the tape on to help stabilize her nose and also to help prevent any bruising. We're going to put a little cast on. In terms of how the surgery went, I feel like it went great. She's going to look really, really pretty. I think another huge component to her surgery was what we did inside that will ultimately really help her breathing as well, and that's another important aspect. So we're at post-op day 4.
Yep.
Okay, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling better.
Yeah?
It was a little tough. Day 2 is like my day 3.
Okay.
I had some slight bruising, but today it's just feeling like pressure.
The bruising and swelling peaks at 72 hours, and after that point it really starts to come off. Now the patient can do a lot of things to prevent that, such as icing around the eyes and also sleeping with their head elevated on a couple of pillows. All right, so we're just gonna take the cast off here. Should we take it off?
Yes. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Looks great. You like it?
Yes, it looks fantastic. Wow. Doesn't feel real right now. It's sinking in. I feel like it's not my nose. You just put someone else's there for a little bit. So it has been almost exactly 1 month to the day, and it has been just a whirlwind. Now when I look in the mirror, I think the most dramatic change is when I look at my profile view and I can really see this delicate, very natural, perfect slope. And the other change that I really notice day to day is the very slight lift in my tip here, just to make it slightly more feminine. It's really awesome to be able to look back and see the transformation that's happened just from day 2 to now 1 month later. This has affected my life in such a grand scheme of things. I think you notice it just slight confidences for little things like when you put on your makeup, when you go out, when you're putting on your skincare routine, when I pull my hair back into a slick bun, day after day, week after week, I just get more and more excited and happy about it to see how the results are changing to something that's more defined in my look and something that really harmonizes my face altogether.